Right now, there are men who can walk into any room and instantly become the most attractive person there. Not because they are the most handsome or the richest, but because they understand something most men never learn. They know how to trigger psychological responses that bypass conscious thought and create deep, genuine attraction. What I'm about to show you isn't pickup artistry or manipulation tricks. This is pure psychology, backed by decades of research into how the human mind really works. The uncomfortable truth is that attraction isn't logical. It's not about being nice enough, or buying enough gifts, or saying the right words. Attraction happens in the unconscious mind, triggered by psychological patterns that evolution hardwired into us thousands of years ago. Today, I'm going to reveal 7 psychological principles that create genuine attraction and connection. These aren't tricks or games. They're insights into human nature itself. When you understand how the mind really works, you can create authentic relationships built on genuine psychological compatibility. By the end of this video, you'll see social interactions completely differently. The first principle is called the Benjamin Franklin effect, and it reveals something counterintuitive about human psychology. Most men think they need to do favors for women to win. But research shows the opposite is true. When someone does a favor for you, their brain has to justify why they helped you. The only logical explanation is that they must like you. Otherwise, why would they waste their time? This creates a psychological bond where they become more invested in you. Instead of constantly offering to help her, strategically ask for small favors. Ask her opinion on something meaningful to you. Request her help with a decision you're making. Let her contribute to your life in small ways. Watch how this simple shift changes everything. She starts feeling more connected to you because she's investing her mental energy in your well-being. The second principle leverages something called intermittent reinforcement. This is the same psychological mechanism that makes gambling addictive. When rewards come unpredictably, the brain releases more dopamine than when rewards are guaranteed. Most men make themselves too available, too predictable. They respond to every text immediately. They're always free when she wants to hang out. They shower her with constant attention. This actually decreases attraction because there's no mystery, no challenge, no dopamine spike. Instead, vary your availability and attention. Sometimes respond quickly, sometimes take hours. Be genuinely busy with your own life and interests. Show enthusiasm some days, be more reserved. This isn't about playing games or being mean. It's about maintaining your own life and interests while she becomes part of it, not the center of it. The third principle uses something psychologists call emotional contrast. The human brain pays more attention to things that stand out from the background. If you're always upbeat and positive, you become predictable background noise. But if you occasionally show vulnerability, depth, or even slight melancholy, you create emotional peaks that capture attention. This doesn't mean being negative or depressing. It means being a complete human being with layers and complexity. Share a meaningful struggle you've overcome. Reveal a moment when you failed at something important. Show her that beneath your confidence lies genuine humanity. Women are attracted to men who have emotional depth, not emotional flat. The contrast between your strength and your vulnerability creates a magnetic pull that's impossible to resist. The fourth principle exploits the psychology of scarcity and social proof simultaneously. Nothing creates attraction like the sense that you're in high demand. But most men communicate their availability, not their scarcity. They talk about their free time, their willingness to drop everything for her, their lack of other options. Instead, subtly communicate that your time and attention are valuable commodities. Mention other people who want your time without being specific or boastful. Reference decisions you have to make about how to spend your limited free time. Let her see that other women enjoy your company, but don't rub it in her face. When she realizes that choosing you means competing with other opportunities and people in your life, her perception of your value skyrockets. Scarcity creates urgency, and urgency creates action. The fifth principle is called mirroring, but not the obvious kind most people think of. Advanced mirroring isn't about copying her body language. It's about reflecting her deeper psychological patterns and communication style. If she speaks in visual terms, you speak visually. If she makes decisions based on feelings, you acknowledge emotional logic. If she values adventure, you reveal your adventurous side. If she appreciates intellectual depth, you engage her mind. This creates a sense that you truly understand her on a level most people never reach. She feels heard, seen, and psychologically compatible with you. But here's the key. This only works if you're genuinely developing these aspects of yourself. You can't fake compatibility long term. Use her preferences as a guide to reveal and develop the parts of your personality that align with hers. The sixth principle leverages something called the foot in the door technique, but applied to emotional intimacy instead of compliance. People are more likely to agree to large requests after they've agreed to smaller ones. In relationships, this means gradually increasing emotional intimacy and investment over time. Start with small personal revelations and invitations for her to share. Ask about her childhood, her dreams, her fears. Share your own experiences at the same level. As she becomes comfortable opening up, gradually deepen the conversations. Move from surface-level topics to meaningful discussions about life, values, and experiences that shaped you both. Each level of intimacy she agrees to makes the next level feel natural and safe. By the time you're sharing your deepest thoughts and feelings, it feels like the obvious next step in your connection. Understanding these psychological principles gives you a massive advantage in all your relations. But this is just the beginning. Every week, I reveal more secrets about human psychology, influence, and the hidden patterns that control behavior. If you want to master the psychology of attraction and influence, subscribe now and hit that notification bell. Like this video if it opened your eyes to how attraction really works. And remember, knowledge is power, but only if you use it ethically to create genuine connections. The most attractive thing about a man isn't